Welcome to Punjabi Bootcamp, the simplest, easiest way to learn how to speak Punjabi. In this video, we're going to learn the basics of the Punjabi language. So the first thing to know about Punjabi is that all nouns are either masculine or feminine, so all people, places, and things. All of these words, tota, fuhara, and kar, are all masculine words. And all of these, chhatri, gaddi, and kitab, are all feminine words. One way to tell the gender of a word is that masculine words usually end in the ah sound, and feminine words usually end in the e sound. Now this isn't always true. As you can see, kar doesn't end in ah, and kitab doesn't end in e. And the word hava, which is actually feminine, ends in the ah sound. So you do have to remember the gender of most words, but this is actually easier than you might think. If you want to say this is my house, in Punjabi we would say ए मेरा घर है. ए मेरा घर है. ए मेरा घर है. So a means this, mera is my, kar is house, and hai means is. So as you can see, the word order is a little different than it is in English, and we could go into the grammar of how this works, but that's really difficult and it's also really boring. A better way to learn a language is just to have fun with it and just to practice. And eventually you'll pick up the order of the words intuitively. So anyway, if you didn't know that the word kar was masculine, now you do. How do we know? Because we're saying mera kar. If we were talking about something feminine, you would say meri. For example, if you want to say that is my car, in Punjabi we would say oh meri gaddi hai. Oh meri gaddi hai. Oh meri gaddi hai. So oh means that, meri is my in the feminine form, gaddi is car, and hai means is. So the word gaddi is feminine, so we have to say meri because we have to match the gender of the thing that we are talking about. So let's say a friend let you borrow their new book, and you read it and you want to say that your new book is good. In Punjabi we would say teri navi kitab achhi hai. Teri navi kitab achhi hai. Teri navi kitab achhi hai. Teri means your, navi is new, kitab is book, achhi means good, of good quality, or it can mean something is pleasant, and hai means is. So the word kitab is feminine. So all the words describing kitab, your, new, and good, have to be in the feminine form. The masculine form of teri is tera, navi is nama, and achhi is acha. So now let's do a sentence with all the opposite words. So let's say your old instrument is useless. It's no good anymore. So in Punjabi you would say तेरा पुराना वाजा बेकार है. तेरा पुराना वाजा बेकार है. तेरा पुराना वाजा बेकार है. Tera means your. Purana is old. Vaja means instrument. Usually it means harmonium, but it can be any wind instrument like a trumpet or something else. So bekar means something is bad, it's useless, it's in a condition to be thrown away. So the word vaja is masculine. So all the words describing vaja, old and bad, have to be in the masculine form. But you'll notice that bekar doesn't end in a or e. So this word actually doesn't change whether it's describing something masculine or feminine. It always stays the same. And by now you can probably guess the feminine form of prana is prani. So the word bekar is kind of heavy. Instead of saying it's bekar, you can say theek nahi hai. तेरा पुराना वाजा ठीक नहीं है or ठीक नहीं है. So ठीक means okay, good or fine. Nahi means not. So ठीक नहीं or ठीक नहीं means it's not good. It's not up to the standard. तेरा पुराना वाजा ठीक नहीं है. It's not good. An important thing to note is that tera and teri is actually very informal. You would only use this when talking with your friends or anyone younger than you. To be more respectful or polite, we use tohada. We always use tohada when talking with older people, and it's a good way to be polite with strangers as well. Tuhada is the technically correct way to say this word, but often in regular speech, we end up pronouncing it as thoda or thodi. So for example, if we want to say your new book is good, using Tuhada, we would say Thodi navi kitab achhi hai. And if you want to say your old instrument is useless, using Tuhada, we would say Thoda purana vaja bekar hai. So that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.